Hey guys, so wake up. There's a core value in my practice here that I always instill in my kid students, my youth students, from the very beginning of their training, whatever age they start at, that the most important skill in Muay Thai for kids, I say, is listening. It's more important than any other skill. So no matter if you can punch well, if you're naturally talented at kicking well, kneeing well, elbowing well, if you move around well on the mat, you can't get better at any of it if you're not good at listening. So that's what I tell the kids. For adults, we think of ourselves as being much more sophisticated mentally and much more advanced mentally. So what would the adult version of this be? Really, it would still apply. We just call it something different. We would call it attention to detail, or patience, or willpower, to work on something that we already know how to do, to work on it a lot, get a lot of repetitions of the same thing, and not lose patience or lose attention or focus, to keep improving that skill and to the point that we are better at it than we started our practice. So really, in the same way that I tell the youth students that their most important skill is listening, what I mean is that their most important skill is nothing physical. It's the mindset to place themselves in an attentive state of being and to work hard to remain that way through their practice in order to make the strides and the progress that they want to. And the same applies to adults. The only difference is for kids, we have we don't mind calling it something like listening or focus. And maybe for adults, we might use the term focus too, but for adults, we like to call it something like attention to detail or focus training, or something like patience or attention to the small details of your basics, rather than needing to divide your focus between too many different things. Focusing in, zeroing in on what it is that you want to get better at that day, and putting in the work and putting in the repetitions to get better at that technique or combination or whatever it is that you're working on that day. And I think that our mindset being our most important skill is an important thing to remind yourself often. So wherever you're going to be at in your journey, skill-wise, physical skill-wise, you have another goal out there ahead of you. You're never going to reach a point that you think, I'm good enough. You're always going to want to get better at something. But the one thing that you have control over, that you can get to a point that you can go, I'm proud of where I'm at here, is your mindset. You can always strive in your training on the mat with your physical body to get better. But your mindset, you can go, I can have a perfect day with my mindset today, right now. All you need to do is focus in, and you need to choose what you're going to get better at that day, and you need to focus and drive and drive and drive until your practice is over. All right, take care of yourselves. Go and cut.